Hello beautiful people, this is gonna be another weekly vlog. That means I'm gonna bring you along and show you my typical week. This week I have a lot of interesting events in a way. I'm gonna take you to my co-working office where I recently started going to again. Actually Monday in 2 days, it's gonna be my first day after half a year. So I'm really curious about the changes and about the new people. I literally can't wait to meet them and finally be out there and socialize and not only stay at home all the effing time. Sometimes it's hard. Working from home is a huge perk, but still, if you work from home all the time and you spend years not leaving your house for more than a walk, it gets a bit too much. So I really cannot wait to be out there with people and change my daily routine a bit, and especially my work routine a bit. Now my goal is to get to working 4 hours a day, which is gonna be a huge change because for the past 5 years I have been working for more than 8 hours every day, including weekends. So this is gonna be huge and difficult at the same time because I'm used to working all the time. I don't really have much time for hobbies or for friends or for people in general. So learning to only work 4 hours a day, it's gonna be a challenge. Anyway, today is Saturday and I have just come back from a wonderful trip to Rokycany. On Saturdays, my husband and I always dedicate our time to each other. It's our day because normally during the week we don't have almost any time for each other, only in the evenings. And Saturdays have become our tradition. When we chatted in the morning about what our plans could be, we decided that we would like to go on a trip outside of Pilsen because we spent majority of our time in Pilsen, naturally, since we live here. We wanted to go and explore a new city, and very close to Pilsen there is a small town, Rokycany, so we've decided to head there. I tried to Google restaurants that are in Rokycany. I found a few favorites and eventually we decided to go to a restaurant called Střelnice, I believe. And if you ever go to Rokycany, I highly recommend you to go to this restaurant because we both agreed that it was one of the best meals we've had in a really long time. Apart from the amazing food, they have the most wonderful, most beautiful garden outside where you can see all kinds of animals, guinea pigs, very special chickens. I don't know what kind of chickens they are, but they were so funny. They had emus and ostriches, I believe, and ducks, all kinds of animals. And one thing I loved about it was that they are extremely dog friendly. So luckily our Lizzie and Barry could come with us. Right after the lunch, we went for a nice walk in Rokycany. It's a really nice city. I was actually, or town, it's a really nice town. I was actually surprised by how big it was and how cute it was. So I really enjoyed this little walk. And now it's 3 p.m. already. And to be honest, we don't have any other plans for today. We're probably gonna watch Ozark, and I am in love with this TV show. If you have never watched it, please go and trust me that it's gonna be one of the best TV shows you have ever seen. And it's coming from a person who has seen literally almost any TV show on earth. Like, whenever I ask someone to recommend a nice TV show to me, they always tell me something that I've already watched, so it's really hard for me to find a new great TV show, but this is spot on. So it's gonna be a fun, lazy Saturday. I'm gonna be real with you guys. The only reason why I'm out right now, even though it's 7 p.m. and it's Saturday and I should be in bed watching Ozark, is that I noticed that one girl has published a very controversial video on Hero. And one thing you might not know about me, but first, you know I love reality shows, right? And second fact about me, I love following people online. Of course, those people who have similar lifestyle to mine and who have similar values and who are generally interesting for me to follow. And I love vlogs. And if I really like a certain creator on YouTube, I usually subscribe to their Hero because I of course want to know some of the information they don't share publicly, and Hero is perfect for that because these creators can really open up and they have like safe place to share more personal and private content. I'm extremely curious, so I was like, I need to listen to it right now, and I knew my husband wanted to play games. So I decided to give him at least 30 minutes for me to take, I don't know if you can see them, the dogs out and listen to the podcast myself. And I haven't started yet, I cannot wait. So I'm about to, but first I also wanted to let you know that I have really fallen in love with recording vlogs and I even enjoy editing them. This is a third vlog in only 3 weeks, which is crazy. I have never been this consistent and I definitely want to continue. So if you want me to, let me know in the comments, what do you want me to film about? If you want to see my, I don't know, skincare routine, hair care routine, or if you want to see how I'm working, what I'm specifically doing regarding work, English, whatever really. I'm open to show you more things about my life and be more detailed about certain things. And your feedback really means the world to me. It's Sunday and we are just coming back from our shopping spree. I kind of persuaded my husband to go to the shopping center with me, even though he really didn't want to, but eventually he's quite glad he did, because we found the most amazing clothes that I can wear in the autumn, and I've been obsessed with shopping recently. I know it's not good for me, but it makes me happy, and I'm constantly telling myself that because of not going to Bali, I deserve a lot of happiness in my life right now. So I'm gonna be spoiling myself for a few more days and then I'm gonna stop. But I got an amazing long coat. I got a nice beige blazer or a jacket, and and beautiful smart trousers. And on top of that, our original goal was to get some decorations, and we weren't really successful with that. We got a lot of kitchen utensils that are not that necessary, but since we didn't find any good decorations, that's what we got. And I am obsessed with notebooks, so I got 2 notebooks for me, even though I don't really write in them much and I have quite a collection at home, but I just felt like getting it. Máš ty sluchátka? A jak to, že mě slyšíš? Tak mě neposlouchej aspoň. No tak mě aspoň neposlouchej. One major thing that helps me staying consistent is having routines, and I'm a huge advocate for having as many routines as possible. I might even take it to extremes. I'm a huge creature of habits, and usually most days in my week have a certain set of activities that I always do, and Sundays have a few, and I'm gonna talk about them right now. So one thing is cleaning. Of course, I do some kind of cleaning every day, such as washing the dishes, or I don't know, like organizing things, putting them back into their place, because I love having my surroundings nice and tidy. And on Sundays, I usually do more of the deep cleaning type of thing. I do the dusting and I polish everything, and again I organize things. I usually do the cooking, but of course I cook in during the week as well. And we separate some chores between my husband and I, and he is in charge of doing the vacuuming and the mopping. And if I'm lucky, I get to persuade him to wash the bathroom, which is the best thing ever. The second thing that I do every Sunday is my accountability partnership check-in that I do every Sunday with my amazing friend Daya, and we've been actually doing it for almost a year now. I could go into a lot of details, what it really means and how it helps us. So if you want me to share that with you, let me know in the comments and I could talk about it in another vlog. But in a nutshell, we have 3 fields or 3 areas in life that we want to focus on. For me, it's lifestyle, education, and business. And I usually set some targets for the week. I celebrate my wins. I look at the things that I didn't do really well and how I want to fix them in the next week. And it's amazing because you have the accountability partner who you send it to. And what I've started doing today actually, and I wanted to make it a part of my daily routine, is journaling. I used to journal quite a lot in the past, but then I stopped. To be honest, I don't really know why, but it's been more like 2 years since the last time I was consistent with journaling. And what I want to start doing, starting today, is that I set a timer for 5 minutes. I take my new journal that I bought today and I just write. The point is to make time for yourself and your thoughts for at least 5 minutes. And it's a nice psycho hygiene, and afterwards I always feel amazing. So I really cannot wait to get into this routine again. One last thing that we do every Sunday is that we spend quite a lot of time studying the Bible. We have a few different sessions. One of the major sessions that we have is our group session, which we always have on Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We've had it like this for 2 years now. Apart from that, we also have individual sessions. By we, I mean my husband and I. We study with our friends, nice couples. We help them. It's really individual, so it depends what the topics are. And then we also have like a couple or / family session, and because we don't have children yet, I mean my husband and I, it's only the 2 of us. And then of course private sessions when I just study some texts or I pray on my own. Good Monday morning! I have just finished my red light therapy. I always feel reborn after. It's better than 3 cups of coffee, and trust me, I've tried it all. And what's today's plan and why I'm so excited is that any minute our dog trainer should arrive and we're gonna have an official first lesson. We already had a consultation like a month ago. It already helped us, but I really feel that I want to have these in-person lessons. I want to train Lizzie and Barry because I know that for dogs it's really important to have some kind of purpose in their life. And right after, I'm heading to my co-working office. As I already told you, I'll be there for the first time in 6 months, and I'm so excited to see what changes have been made and what people have started coming there and who I'm gonna meet and how I'm gonna feel about going there. So that is really exciting for me. I have just left the office and I went to Zásobovna to pick up 2 parcels. To be honest, I don't know what it is. I know that one parcel is a book. I'm gonna tell you about the book a bit later. And the second parcel is a surprise. I don't know if it's just me or does it ever happen to you that you order so many parcels that you forget what you ordered, and when something arrives you don't know what it was. That's so typical me. Anyway, I enjoyed this workday so much. I spent 5 hours in the office. My goal is to be there every day for 4 hours because this is the kind of work-life balance I want to live now. I prolonged it to 5 hours today because, to be honest, I wasn't my most productive self. It was much better than at home, to be honest. But I also, of course, had lunch, and I got into a conversation with a really nice guy that I met today, and we talked about our project, and it was fun, but it took way longer than I thought it would. And then I spent a few minutes browsing the web and choosing the right iPad for me. I cannot really call that work. That's why I decided to extend my working hours to 5 hours today. I can't believe it's the 2nd of October and I'm wearing dress. The traffic was horrendous. It normally takes me 2 minutes by car to get to this park where I always go to with my dogs, but today it took me 10 minutes. Anyway, in the morning I told you about the dog training, and I have to say that it was wonderful and it totally exceeded my expectations. The girls were amazing. They are really smart, I think, and I definitely believe it's because the dog trainer is extremely skilled and nice, and she really knows what she's doing. And we have a lot of homework, so I cannot wait to practice and train with my girls every day. And we have another session in 2 weeks, so I really hope we make progress, and Danny is proud of us next time. Hello, it's Tuesday and I'm heading to the office. I've made quite a few changes in my everyday routine these days, and it makes me so excited. So when I get home, I'm gonna tell you all about it. I promised to tell you about the changes I've made in my daily routine, so here we go. One major change has been the fact that I started going to my co-working office again, and the reason is simple. I really feel like I need to work on my work-life balance. For the past 5 years, I definitely spent more time and more energy on working rather than living my life, gaining new experiences, and that's the thing that I want to change. I don't want to spend the rest of my life working and being a workaholic who doesn't know how to do anything else but to be super productive and super effective. And yeah, in a nutshell, that's not the life I want to live. And due to working from home, it's quite difficult to have this natural balance and be able to say, this is the time when I work and this is the time when I don't. Because when you work from home, it is so easy to fall into the pattern of working all the time. When you wake up, after breakfast, after lunch, in the evenings, at night, generally the whole day. And the downside of it is that you feel that you're constantly working, but on the other hand, you're not that productive because you cannot work productively 24/7. That's just not possible. So what happens to me is that I always put so many things on my to-do list that I basically spend all day trying to cross things off that to-do list, but I am never done. So I never go to sleep knowing that I've done enough, and I always go to sleep thinking of all the things I haven't had time to do and of all the things I would like to achieve the next day. I always turn down invitations to go out for a coffee with my friend or to go on a trip or on holiday because I always think of my working hours as being all day long besides Saturdays. And I want to have normal working hours when I can go out on Monday, for example, because why wouldn't I go out on Monday? And I'm not sure if I'm making any sense right now, to be honest, but the main reason why I started going to the office is that I want to start working only in the office, not at home anymore. Only some little things and, I don't know, unimportant things that I feel like doing because they are fun, but I don't want to have this feeling that I constantly need to work. So I set up for myself that I want to work for 4 hours. That usually means that I spend 4.5 or 5 hours in the co-working office because I count in the breaks and the lunch break, some talking time with the people there, and so on and so forth. And when I arrive home, I don't want to spend any more time working and I want to focus on my other priorities, such as, I don't know, training my dogs, going for walks, spending time with my friends, or doing some exercise, writing my journal, and these kind of things. So this is the major change and I'm loving it so far, because also another benefit of going to the office is that I have motivation to get myself ready in the morning and to put on some nice clothes and put on some makeup, and it feels great to be able to come back home and feel like you have achieved something in that day, which is totally new for me and I'm enjoying it so much. Do you ever get so busy that you don't even have time to open up parcels and later on you suddenly have 4 huge parcels to unpack? Well, that happened to me. Let's see what we've got here. It is extremely diverse. Over here you can see a parcel from Pokud. I love that IG profile, and recently I have become obsessed with cleaning and deep cleaning and all cleaning hacks. These are the gadgets basically I need for it. So I've got vinegar, peroxide, essential oils, and a nice manual how to clean different things, which I find super useful, so I cannot wait to actually read that. And speaking of reading, I finally got a sequel to a book, Prison Healer. Here you can see it. It's a 3-book series and I love it. I have never really been a huge fan of fantasy, besides Harry Potter of course, but yeah, I really love the story, so I highly recommend it, and of course if you can, read it in English. Then, because autumn is coming and it's gonna be really dark soon, I got a ring light for my laptop. And last but not least, for filming videos, I got this huge stand with a white background, so it's gonna be much easier for me to prepare a setup for my videos. It's Wednesday, 4 p.m, but I feel as if it was 9 p.m. I am totally worn out, but I'm hanging in there and I'm gonna make it through the day. Anyway, I spent less time at my co-working office than I wanted to originally, but since it's Wednesday, my least favorite day of the week, it's because my husband always leaves house on Wednesdays due to his business. He sleeps elsewhere, so it's always a day in the week when I'm home alone all day. I am home alone during the night and then in the morning. I hate it. It's always the day in the week that I totally dread, and I always feel like I need to prepare for it. I have to make a list of fun activities that make me really happy to compensate for the fact that I have to be home alone even during the evening and during the night, which is the worst for me. During the day, I don't really care because we don't spend time with each other during the day, we both work. But in the evenings, it's our routine to cuddle in bed and watch series or play games or anything, and it's just different. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you all of this is that at my office, I was thinking, what the hell am I gonna do today? I don't have any plans. So I started writing down a plan, and then I thought, I ordered iPad, but it should arrive on Monday. That's in a week. It would be amazing if the iPad arrived today and I could spend the evening setting it up and playing with it so that the time would pass by really quickly and I would somehow make it through the terrible Wednesday. So I started Googling and I found out that in Pilsen in Plaza it's available. So I cancelled my previous order and I reserved it at the store and I went for it. And since I really wanted to avoid traffic, I decided to leave co-work at 12:30 right after lunch, and I immediately drove to the store. I picked the iPad and an Apple Pencil and a stand up, and later on I have to go to another shopping center to get the paper-like foil and also a case. I need to do a lot of work. As I already told you, I didn't do much at the office today, and I'm planning on doing the cooking. I already told you that I cook quite often, 3 to 4 times a week, and I usually cook in bulk so that we have it for lunch and dinner for multiple days. So that's gonna be my meal prep today. That's gonna take me at least an hour, possibly an hour and a half. And then I really wanted to go and exercise to my home gym because I haven't exercised for a month now, because before I went on holiday to Egypt, I blocked my back, so I couldn't work out because of that. And then when I was in Egypt, I fell sick, and I was sick for 3 weeks, and now it's like 6 days that I'm feeling okay. So I wanted to have my first workout after this extremely long break today, but my digestion is no joke today, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna be feeling in the afternoon. Well, it is the afternoon, but a few hours later. Sorry for the TMI, but I'm just being honest because it drives me crazy. The day when I finally want to get back on track is the day when I feel extremely tired and unwell. Well, shit happens. It's few hours later. I have finally managed to run all my errands and I'm done with the day. It's 7:30 already, and I'm feeling a little bit better. It is too late for me now to have a full-blown workout, but I want to do at least something, so I'm gonna do a 30-minute cardio on my stationary bike, and while riding I'm gonna set up my new iPad, read a book, listen to some voice messages from my friends and possibly respond, and right after I'm gonna take a shower and hopefully go to sleep. I'm so glad that the day has passed by super quickly, and tomorrow it's already Thursday. That means that my husband will be back and I will have an amazing week until next Wednesday, which is again the day I hate the most. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It is the last clip. Let me know what you want to see in the next vlog. I could show you my home gym if you were interested, or anything else you would really like to see. So like this vlog if you liked it, put a heart emoji in the comments if you've watched it until the very end, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time.